Have you ever wondered why the Tibetan Plateau, known as the roof of the world, carries a shroud of mystery and intrigue? Do the echoes of its ancient past still reverberate in the thin, high-altitude air? A journey through Tibetan history is a voyage across time, stretching back to the dawn of civilization itself. The story begins in the Neolithic era, when the earliest Tibetan settlers etched their existence onto the rocky canvas of the plateau. These initial inhabitants left behind tantalizing clues: ancient rock carvings, tools, and other artifacts that provide a glimpse into a time long past. Fast forward to the 7th century, and we find ourselves in the midst of the Tibetan Empire, a power that stretched across Central Asia. This era saw the creation of the Tibetan script, a cornerstone of Tibetan culture, and the introduction of Buddhism, which would become a defining feature of Tibetan identity. But as with all empires, the sun eventually set on the Tibetan Empire. A period of fragmentation followed, with Tibet splintering into smaller, independent kingdoms. It was a time of turbulence, but also one of cultural flowering, as the Tibetan people adapted and evolved. The Mongol invasions of the 13th century marked the next significant chapter. The Mongols, though conquerors, formed a symbiotic relationship with the Tibetans, adopting Tibetan Buddhism while providing military protection. This alliance resulted in the formation of the Yuan dynasty, a period of unity and prosperity. But history, as it so often does, repeated itself. The fall of the Yuan dynasty led to another period of fragmentation and strife. That was until the rise of the Dalai Lamas and the Gelug sect of Tibetan Buddhism in the 16th century. This period, known as the Ganden Phodrang, marked a time of religious and political consolidation. Fast forward again to the 20th century, a time of seismic shifts and upheavals. The invasion by the People's Republic of China in the 1950s marked a dark chapter in Tibetan history, with the Dalai Lama and many Tibetans forced into exile. Despite these challenges, Tibet's culture and spirit remain unbroken. Its history is not just a tale of empires and invasions, but also of resilience, adaptation, and the enduring power of faith. To recap, our journey has taken us from the Neolithic era, through the rise and fall of the Tibetan Empire, the Mongol invasions and the Yuan dynasty, the Ganden Phodrang, and into the modern era, exploring the ongoing struggles and enduring spirit of the Tibetan people. The history of Tibet is a testament to the resilience of a people, their faith, and their indomitable spirit in the face of adversity. It's a tale that continues to unfold, written by those who call the roof of the world their home.